Good morning. My name is Sandro Burgos, hearing officer for San Francisco Public Works. Nathan Rodas is the clerk of this hearing. This hearing is being recorded via Zoom and will be available afterward through a link on the San Francisco Public Works website, sfpublicworks.org. As this is a virtual hearing, there is no sign-in sheet. So if you would like to receive information about the results of this hearing, please send an email to the email address listed on the hearing notice. This public hearing is being held to consider one item, Hearing Order 21200, to consider the revocation of Street Vending Permit 25VDR00012 issued to Xavier Mycalif. My job as the hearing officer is to gather the facts of the hearing item, listen to your testimonies, and help our Director of Public Works make determinations. I will not be making any decisions today. Instead, I will forward the findings from this hearing and make my recommendations to the Director. The Director will make the final determinations. When the Director's determinations are made, the department will notify you of them if you have provided contact information. The hearing will proceed as follows for the one case. I will ask Public Works staff to speak and present the case. There is no time limit for this presentation. Then I will allow the property owner or appellant or applicant to speak. Then any member of the public or witness who wants to speak. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes to speak. The clerk will monitor the time for all speakers and will indicate when the speaker has 30 seconds left. If you are party to this proceeding, I will call on you to speak. If you would like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak. You will then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. If you're a member of the public or witness who wants to speak, wait for me to call for public comments, and then use Zoom's raise your hand feature if you're on a computer to put yourself in the queue to speak. If you're dialing in from your phone, dial *9 to indicate you're raising your hand. When it's your turn to speak, I will recognize you. If on your phone and you're muted, press *6 to unmute yourself. If you would like to use visual materials in your presentation, please let me know before you speak. You will then have the standard 3 minutes to provide your comments. Comments and questions should be addressed to me and not to the department or applicant. If you cannot finish your comments within the allotted time, you may submit written testimony to me by the end of this hearing. If I feel a question is warranted, I will ask the question. After all the comments are completed, I will close the item. We will now begin this hearing. At this time, we will open the hearing to public comments. Members of the public may make comments on matters that are within the department's jurisdiction, but not on today's agenda. Are there any public comments at this time? Nathan, do you see any hands raised?
Nope.
If there are no public comments for this item, I will close this item, and this item is now closed. The first item on today's agenda is order number 212000. May I have Public Works make its presentation?
So I will share my screen. Are you able to see the screen?
I don't see anything yet, Travis.
Do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So I will start. So hello, my name is Travis Kwong. I'm a permit specialist on the commercial permits team at Public Works. I'm here to do a presentation for 25 VDR-00012's permits revocation. So some background, on August 8th, 2025, the Port Security and Emergency Preparedness Manager requested to revoke Xavier J. Mycalif's port street vending permit due to numerous violations over the past 2 years. The port provided a 103-page packet supporting the request for revocation. This revocation is at behest of the port and not DPW's inspections. So this is an overview of Xavier's violations. The next 8 slides will go in more detail on what happened for each of his violations. So the location, so in the top left picture, the Google Maps screenshot is where Pier 30/32 is. The yellow box is where the official port vending locations are, and the cement bench where Xavier vends. in the bottom pictures, so the red boxes in the picture are the official port vending locations at Pier 30/32. And the orange box is the cement bench where Savior tends to vend at. So starting on October 7th, 2023, between the hours of 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., Savior received a citation for unpermitted sales of alcohol. And then April 5th, 2024, Savior did receive a written warning from DPW for unpermitted vending. And then April 7th, 2024, Savior was selling SF Giants clothing and hats that were displayed on the cement bench at Pier 30/32. DPW did issue him a notice of violation for selling without a vending permit. Savior did pack up his merchandise and left the area. He did say he applied for a permit through DPW and was awaiting the issuance of it. This violation carried a $250 fine. On April 24th, he was at the same spot taking up at least 35 linear feet on the cement bench and was selling Giants hats, shirts, and sweatshirts. When they approached him and asked him for his permit, he was unable to provide them with one. He was then cited for unpermitted vending by DPW and he was told to pack up his merchandise. On the same day at around 1:30 p.m., he was at the same spot with the same merchandise displayed on the cement benches. This time it was down to about 30 linear feet, and DPW issued him a written warning this time and told him to cease the vending. May 19th, 2024, Savior was at Pier 32 and had his merchandise of hats, shirts, jerseys, and jackets displayed on the cement bench. He was issued a citation for unpermitted vending by DPW personnel and was directed to pack up the merchandise and leave the area. This violation carried a $100 fine. August 15, 2024, Savior and his associate had approximately 60 feet of the concrete bench covered with a variety of clothing and hats. The port gave Savior 2 hours to leave, but when they came back after 2 hours, he did not leave. When they asked him why he did not leave, he said they were too busy with customers. He then received a citation for unpermitted vending and was instructed to leave the area. March 8th, 2025, Savior at the same spot had 6 tables occupying approximately 28 linear feet of sidewalk space, taking up more than the 2 permitted vending locations. The tables displayed had Giants apparel, campaign buttons, metal signs, and necklaces. He also had an awning behind the cement bench and used it to hang kids' Giants apparel. He was then issued a citation for violating Article 5.9, exceeding permissible use. In addition, a SFPD officer issued a citation for parking his van on the sidewalk. This violation carried a $500 fine. July 9th, 2025, Savior was operating in an authorized vending location, but his setup was not within the 10 by 10 area required by the permit. Instead, he was taking up an area of 12 by 12. DPW personnel issued him a written citation in violation of Public Works Code 5.9-3. July 12th, 2025, same spot at Pier 30/32. His total footprint was 20 by 16, exceeding the 10 by 10 footprint. DPW issued Savior a citation for his 5.9-3 Public Works Code violation for non-compliant display for exceeding the 10 by 10 footprint, and he was selling counterfeit and or infringing merchandise bearing MOB marks. This violation carried a $1,000 fine. July 13th, 2025, Savior was at Pier 30/32 at the same spot. Upon assessment of Savior's merchandise by MLB personnel, his items were deemed counterfeit and were taken away. In conclusion, based on the evidence provided by the port, we are seeking to maintain the revocation of the permit due to non-compliance with Article 5.9 permit regulations for vendors. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Travis. I may have missed it, but at what point did Xavier actually obtain a permit for vending?
He obtained a permit on June 14th, 2024.
June 14th, 2024.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Is the applicant or appellant here to speak?
No, stay muted. Go back. Go back.
Can you hear you? Can you hear me?
No, they can't hear me now.
I muted it.
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you, Xavier.
Okay, oh, you can hear me? All right, how you doing? This
Yes.
is Xavier. You can hear me?
Yes,
Hello? Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Yeah, I was directed by Mr. Thomas to sign up for a permit, and I did. And the first month I signed up, he told me that they had the lottery and I missed it. And I said, okay, so what do I do? He says, well, you could apply for a city permit, and you have to work over there until a month is over and come back to the port. So I applied for the city permit. I got the permit, and I worked at a located area across the street from the port. And I came back a month later, and I signed up for the port permit, and I got it in June of 2024. And he says, okay, you're in the lottery. And he didn't tell me it was a daily lottery, but he told me where to work, and I worked there. And there was two other people that he put in that place pretty much permanently. They were there every day that month before June. And I talked to them. They were at the other side of the stadium, which he closed up. He took 5 people away from the other side of the stadium on the 3rd Street side by the McCovey Cove, and he closed the whole section up. And he promised these people that he was going to put them somewhere else. He was going to locate them because he had to close up that part of the port. So the people that were working on the other side, we've been working at these places for 20 years, and we all had our designated area, and we agreed on working our spots. Being that they got closed up on 3rd Street, and this guy promised them a place on somewhere, which was my spot. 2 people were promised a spot there, and they worked there every day. No lottery or nothing. So when I try to work with them, they were telling me, get out of here because this is our spot. And I said, well, the guy told me after 1 month that I would be able to come back to my spot if I sign up with the port. And every day I try to go there. These people would show up at 6 in the morning, for a day game that started at 1 o'clock. They would show up at 12 in the afternoon for a game that started at 7 o'clock. And I never could get in because these people were taking the spot that was supposed to be offered to me, the 10 by 10 spot at Pier 30. So I told them, hey, where do I go? I'm doing everything you told me to do. Told me to go across the street for a month, and I did. And then sign up with the port, which I did. And then come back and I'll have my spot. And I didn't have my spot because these people were there ahead of me, hours ahead of me. And so I went to the cement bench where I usually set up, and he came up and said, what are you doing? And I go, well, you told me I was going to have my spot. I did everything you told me to do. Go away for a month, sign up for the lottery for the next month of June, which I did. And I did everything you told me to do. And when I got to Pier 30, these people are already in the spot, hours ahead of me. I come a couple hours early, they're there. I go, we only work a couple hours before the game. So I have no other choice than to come to the spot that I was at the cement bench. So, because I did everything you told me to do, to go wait a month, go wait and go apply for the lottery and go to the port and get a permit from them. I did all that. And then when I came back, there's nowhere for me to work. So I went to the cement bench. I told the guy, I'm doing everything. I'm trying to comply with you. Do everything that you promised me that I would be working. And I'm trying to work with you, but you're lying to me. You're telling me I will have a spot and I don't have a spot. So I went to the cement bench until they probably figure out where I can go legally, you know? So I done that a few times. That's why you see the cement picture. This year, it was different. The first game of the year wasn't even a game. It was the Fan Fest. He came up to me with
Excuse me, Mr. Makalev.
Yes.
Your 3 minutes are up, but if you could just wrap up, or I'll let the
Okay. All
hearing
right. So
officer.
okay. So basically, I did everything he did. This year was should have been good. He checked on me a bunch of times. He goes, "All three of you guys is 3 spots now. All three of you guys are getting along, and everything's good." He checked on me every game. I worked every game this year, and everything was fine. And then he found illegal merchandise that weren't even on the table. They were in the bag. I was trying to return them to the person that I bought them from, and I was not selling illegal merchandise. They were in a bag, and he illegally opened the bag and found them. I have witnesses that saw him do that. They're my workers, and they're here with me right now. So basically, I was doing everything he told me to do, and I don't know why I'm getting my permit trying to get revoked. But I've been and every time they checked on us, they said, "I'm glad you guys are all getting along. The season hasn't been that good, but we have the same merchandise, and these people from the other side of the stadium are where I am, which is we're getting along, and we're doing everything fine." And I don't know why they're trying to take my permit away.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Makalev.
Jennifer.
Yes, I'm here.
Great, thank you.
I got a witness too. If you
We
want
have to cut you off here. So
Okay,
your time
no
is
problem.
up. We will have time for public comments, and so we will have time to address.
Okay.
Travis, actually going back to you. One question is, are the vending spaces first come, first serve, or are people assigned to specific vending spaces? And is that how is that done?
So vending spots at the port are first come, first served Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we do have a monthly lottery for those spots, but it's at specific locations. So for Giants game, like if there's like Giants home games, we do a lottery for specific vending spots if there are like Giants home games. So yeah.
And the sections at 30, Pier 30 and 32, are those a part of the lottery for Giants home games?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Are there any members of the public who wish to make comments? Nathan, do you see anybody raising their hand at this point?
I do not. Oh, I believe
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Makalev has someone that wants to speak.
Can
On
you
Yeah,
hear me?
sorry, I just unmuted it.
All right, go ahead. Please state your name for us, please.
Jennifer Newsom.
Great, thank you, Jennifer. You have your standard 3 minutes to speak, and Nathan will give you a 30-second countdown.
Okay.
You work with me.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, I was working with Xavier on the last day of his citation when they came in and opened his bags and cited him for selling illegal merchandise. I'm a worker and we had merchandise under the tables that he was waiting to return to a customer that he bought it to somebody he bought it from previously. He's had that merchandise for a while. We keep it in a dark bag under a table because the guy's supposed to come pick it up and he hasn't showed up for many times now. But that stuff was never up for sale. I was there when the public people came and opened the bags while Xavier was with the customer and started pulling stuff out of dark bags that wasn't even listed for sale.
I say I too can confirm. I was there too, and they have pictures.
See ya.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I believe your name was Jessica. Is your public comment done?
Yes.
Come get me.
Great, thank you, Jessica. Are there any other members of the public who wish to speak at this time?
Hello. My name is Zachary Sparks Epidendio. I too, as well, I was there. Pictures can't confirm from,
Give you a count.
While he opened back to leave. Ask him if they could hear you.
can you guys hear me?
It's like-
Yes, Zachary, your 3 minutes has begun.
Anyways, my name is Zach, and I too can confirm that the same story that Jennifer has told. They illegally opened the bag behind Savior's back while he was talking to customers and started pulling stuff out. Pictures can confirm on both sides, as well as like the MLB people taking pictures towards us, like will put me right there, and I like.
We weren't showing them.
We weren't selling them at all. Like even in their pictures, you won't see them on the table. They were completely zipped up underneath the table, away. And as far as I know, that's not.
Tell them you've been working every day.
And I've been working every day, every game,
And trying to follow the rules.
and we've been trying to follow the rules. Anyways,
Thank you, Zachary.
no problem.
Are there any other public comments at this time?
Don't see any hands.
Thank you, Nathan. If there are no more comments from this item, I will close the item now and will make my recommendations to the director. This item is now closed. Are there any public comments on any of the items on the agenda? If you have spoken, you will not be able to speak again. This is for those who may have come in late or who did not have a chance to speak.
See any hands?
Thank you. If there are no more public comments, I'm closing this hearing, and this hearing is now closed. Thank you, everybody.